because we've got a story here this morning that basically, on the front of the Daily Telegraph, doctors who change their gender, of which there can't be many, right, apparently have their entire records completely and utterly scrubbed clean. So if they've done anything wrong, you'll never be able to find out. Doesn't seem right to me. Let's talk to Stephanie. Stephanie, morning to you.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us. We haven't got a great deal of time. I mean, I presume this is a very, very odd, strange development that nobody really knew about. Why would it be that somebody who changes gender would somehow be able to reinvent themselves and not have any kind of record of what they'd done in the past?
Well, we're talking about if people, yes, if people change, it happens everywhere. You disappear from DBS checks. It's a great way of concealing your identity and concealing your past if you want to. And it seems that everybody, including the NHS, has gone along with this and just implemented it without any thought of the consequences.
Right.
That for other people.
Right. So even if Wes Streeting is promising to fix this particular loophole, it's not going to be fixed in every situation, for example.
Well, the NHS, in changing those records, it changes doctors' records, it changes patients, it's the NHS number, and that's really dangerous as a practice as a whole for both patients and doctors. So patients don't know which sex a doctor is necessarily. If a woman asks for female-only care, within the NHS, she may be sent a man because he identifies as a woman.
Right.
So it causes all sorts of problems, but it also causes medical dangers, of course, if you're confused.
Well, it does, yeah. Presumably, but this, I mean, I know this might not be the area that you're interested in, but presumably that would also cause a problem for people doing CRB checks on people who have changed gender for the purpose of, say, working with children or working in schools.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it does cause a problem within the NHS for children. If the NHS can't understand the difference between the sexes and base their policies on reality rather than on people's feelings, then how can we trust the NHS to look after the children that are coming in who are confused about their sex and need help? If the whole basis of the NHS is that our sex is immaterial, it doesn't matter, it's not real.
Yeah.
How can we trust them? So it is something that really concerns me.
Yes, no, I think you're absolutely right to be concerned. I think will concern everybody else, because I didn't realise that it was quite such a ridiculous situation. But Stephanie, thanks for explaining that to us. Stephanie Davies-Aria, founder and director of Transgender Trend. So if you change your gender, right, so if you're a bloke who wants to become a woman, might that not be a motivation? If you, say, have something in your background, like a criminal record of some kind, that all disappears? That's extraordinary, isn't it? I had no idea that was the case. We may have to explore this a little bit more in the next hour.